Do you know your colours?
Welcome to the Heart Sapphire Series for 2022. This time coming to you from USC Stadium. It's round 9. We're only 5 rounds away from semi-finals. It is game 4, and it's the USC Thunder in 4th, taking on the USQ Jets in 3rd. And it's deemed the battle for 2nd. The way the results have worked out this weekend, the winner of this game will find themselves this evening in 2nd place on the ladder. My name's Dave Mills, joining commentary by Kel Harrison. Kel,
G'day, Millsy.
How are you, my dear?
I'm good.
How big is this game shaping up?
Oh, this one's going to be an absolute belter. Yeah.
That is true. We came into this round with the Titans in 2nd, fairly entrenched there, but they had a loss today, and that gives the opportunity for one of these two teams to jump into 2nd place. There's the teams for the USC Thunder. Annika Lee Jones is shooter and captain. The goal attack is Natalie Sligo. Emma Walters is the wing attack. Ava Black the centre. Gemma Cohen the wing defence. The defensive end is Leilani Rowida and Bridie Condren. That leaves a bench of Brianna Martin, Nalian Makunde and Amy Metcalf. Coached by Jenny Brazel. The assistant is Simone Alatu, and Carmel Darcy is the manager. The USQ Jets, again, as always, Elsa Sandholt is the goal shooter. Lily Cubby gets the goal attack start. Jess Lagaya is the wing attack. Maddie Ridley is the centre. Hannah Barretto, wing defence. That leaves Siobhan Sherlaw, the captain and goal defence. And Magic Ash Irvin at GK. A subs bench of Tiani Fennell, Brooke Hams and Shanae Grant. Coached, of course, by Joe Morgan. And this team has been creeping up the ladder. I don't think they played anywhere near their capacity, but they've got themselves into 3rd place on the ladder. Looking pretty good, Kel.
Yeah, so Jets, usually we call them the comeback queens, so they're really good under pressure, and I think this that will do them well in this game.
So Tracy Bruce is the assistant as well for this side, and they are managed by Liz Shaw. So that's the Thunder on the left. We see there Annie Laurie still out with this high-grade ankle sprain. We're not sure when she's back. They're hoping for the end of the season, but this is week 4, I think, without her, and it's becoming a little bit problematic for the Thunder.
Well, it looks like she's got the boot off, though, so that's probably a positive.
That is a big positive indeed. So, before we get underway, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land of which this game takes place today. The Cubby Cubby people, we pay our respects to their elders, past, present and emerging, and extend that respect to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people watching today. So the umpires that are walking on the screen now, there's 3. 2 of them were taking the court. That's Carly Farthing and Kimberly Foreman, and Jessica Quelch is the reserve on this occasion. Tell me who, why, and who's going to win, how much.
Oh, wow.
What matchup are you looking most forward to, Kel?
Yeah, so I think, I'm loving both teams at the moment. This one's going to be a really hard one to call, but I think I'm going to choose the Jets. I feel like they're due for a win. They're sort of been creeping. So, yeah, I think the Jets are going to win this one, but it's going to be very close by about 4.
Jets by 4. That'll give them 1 win clear in a second. They'll jump over the Titans.
Yeah.
Just coming to this one, the live with the results today. I'll give you them quickly. Rays yesterday over Wildcats. Cougars today over QT Netball, and Tigers bounced back into form, beating the Titans. That was a bit of an upset. 7th being 2nd.
Yes.
But the Tigers were very solid.
Tigers showing what the potential that they have. So that was really good for them today.
So that leaves a ladder of Cougars on 1st, 34. Titans still in 2nd as we speak on 20. USQ Jets, they are 3rd on percentage only. They're on 20 as well. And USC Thunder 18. And they're in 4th. That leaves 5th and 6th. QT Netball and Mendy Rays. And then the Tigers with their win today, they're only 1.5 out of the 4. So Ball is with the Jets. They get us underway, and we've got a hell ball, an early one here. Great turnover. It goes the way of the Thunder. Ava Black with it now. So you said Jets by 2?
Jets by 4.
Jets by 4.
Jets by 4. Yeah.
It's a big call.
Yeah, and the matchups I'm looking forward to, I think both ends. You know, you've got Ash Irvin on Lee Jones, and you've got Condren on Sandholt. So 2 very good, strong holding shooters against 2 very capable defenders.
So I'm going Thunder by 6.
6. You weren't going to go 12 today on this one?
12 wasn't going so well for me today. So the ball now with the side. That looks like Metcalf at wing defence.
Yeah, I think
So
there's been a
sneaky
late
late
change.
change. So Cohen to the bench and Metcalf is in at wing defence for the Thunder. That's the real Amy Metcalf.
Yes.
And that'll please Robin Risson, who is in Victoria and is a big fan of Amy Metcalf. So turnover here gives the Jets an opportunity to tie this one up at 1. Irvin to Sherlock. Huge match as this has panned out the way the results have gone this weekend. I'll give you a couple scenarios as it goes on this match. The winner definitely into second. If it's the Jets, they'll be a win clear of the Titans. If it's the Thunder, they'll only be half a win clear of Thunder.
Yeah.
Because they've had a draw this season.
Yep. What I'm finding interesting in this setup is that Sandholt was holding high like she normally does and changing her holds and everything, but the mid-court are not willing to give it to her at the moment, so I think that's maybe just being cautious of Bridie Condren.
Well, Condren, a superstar goalkeeper. She's played for the Thunder this year and Perth before that. Last couple of years she's got games with Perth. And a long ball here. Eventually falls to Lagai. She gets it on to Cubby. Hirsch first shot. Hits the back of the ring. And the aforementioned Condren rips in the rebound. But she can't control that one. Pass just a little bit out in front of her from Metcalf. And Maddie Ridley's at centre. Fires it in beautifully.
Oh, and out of court.
But Sandholt was out of court on that
Yeah,
one.
it's a little bit hard to see the lines, I think. You know, when there's so many lines, we're looking at the red ones on this court. And, yeah, when there are so many lines, I think the depth perception goes. So,
Getting very deep there, Kel, on depth perception.
depth, deep, I see.
Don't forget, if you want to tell us about your own depth perception, you can join us on the Heart Sapphire Series Facebook chat. Tell us where you're calling from, and we can say good day. We love it when we get overseas people watching us. And later on today, I'll tell you all about next week. We're going west. Isn't that song? Go west.
It's a bit early to start singing yet.
So,
Well, it's late in the day, but yeah.
it's our third game, but it is 1-1, and Condren does brilliantly.
Yeah.
Outside hand. Got that down. See what you mean about the lines. There's a big chunk of lines just there. And,
Oh, Barretto.
no, Lagaya. Nearly got
Lagaya.
that one. Ava
Apologies.
Black fires it down. She's made the move to centre quite seamlessly this season. We know her more as a wing defence, but this year she's played a lot of centre and has taken the task on very well. So into the pocket. Of course, the Jets love a comeback and the Thunder love a close game.
Yeah.
So this will go well
It'll
for my
suit
blood
both
pressure.
teams, yes.
So 3-1 Thunder over the Jets at the moment. Where to go? They have to go back. That's Barretto at wing defence. Ridley looks in. Cubby clears the space beautifully. That opens up for Sandholt.
That was a better hold. I felt like the last one, she probably moved off a little bit early.
Misses the shot regardless. And Condren and Roweed are doing a top job at the moment in that circle. But the Jets, through sheer persistence, and we know they don't mind persistence.
Yeah.
They hang in every game, get it back, margin 1, 3-2. Fake to no one. And
Fake to the sky.
it really was. And that gave Barretto time to read it and come on out and get the intercept. So Jets looking to tie it up. Schuler throws it away.
Well, Barretto was there and asking for it, but
Into the pocket. Lee Jones. Nothing but net. And the lead back to 2, Kel. We've played just on 5 minutes.
oh, Sherlock just couldn't keep her hands on that one then.
Back it goes. just on the outside. Now they hit the top of the circle and fire it in. Nice persistent play and patience shown by the Thunder.
Thunder is starting to settle now quickly into the game.
The Thunder is settling. I see what you did there, Kel.
Not intentionally.
Sure. And this goes back with Walters. She fires it down. She has it now.
Oh,
did it come off Black?
came off Black,
It did.
yes.
Ridley did just enough. Of course, they were teammates last year, those two. And at the Bull Sharks. So Siobhan Schuler with it right now finds Magic Irvin.
Oh.
Brilliant work there by Metcalf. Kept it in. Or was that Walters? My apologies, that's Walters. The long ball. Cubby all by herself. Cracks it in. They double team Sandholt.
Oh, just off her shots at the moment.
Down it goes. Ava Black. If you've never seen her run, you're in for a treat. She has incredible speed. It's back with the Thunder now. Looks like the guy is out of play. Metcalf will get us going again. Nice patience again. Nice and steady. They're building the Thunder. Except on that pass. It was a bit rushed. And
We've seen this all day.
Ash Magic Irvin just picked that one out of the air like
Put the mozza on her.
picking apples. And Schuler again, was her hand in there? So she's thrown a couple away today. That's come off Black again. No, it hasn't, says the umpire. Ridley got a hand in there. So it's just both teams not quite settled yet. Thunder probably the better of the two.
Better. Oh, great front position by Irvin.
See, yeah, it was great front position, but the ball should have still ended up with Lee Jones. But Lee Jones moved with the flight of the ball, so it ended up, the pass ended up falling short. If Lee Jones just had held her space, that would have been a brilliant pass.
Yeah.
You'd be saying what a great play by the Thunder.
Yeah.
Loose pass again. Ball must be slippery.
Oh,
but
good pick up by Lagai.
well kept in. Ridley again misses one, so it's a little, must be slippery, the ball. Both teams struggling to hold on to it at the moment. Sandholt.
She needs this just for herself and her confidence. Yep.
So gets goal number 3.
Bib.
Not a bib.
It's a bib.
Tell you what we haven't seen today, Kel. The magic towels.
The magic towels.
We haven't.
No, there hasn't been any. I mean, we've seen a few players hit the deck.
Yeah, but we haven't cleaned the floor once.
So,
There
obviously
you go.
the
Maybe they're not
players,
sweating today.
well, players are not bothered by
It is a
it.
bit
Well,
chilly.
it is cold.
It is a bit chilly, so maybe. Past to no one. Ridley, can she trace it down? She does.
Oh, and Sandholt can't hold on to it.
And unfortunately, it goes out. Oh, and Bridie Condren just tripped over the sponsor sign there. She decides to leap it this time. It's just a little bit loose at the moment, both sides. Not clean possession.
Yeah, and Sandholt, she's usually strong while she's got a strong hold and take out in the air, but yeah, it's just not happening right now.
Black holds onto it that time and eventually
Cubby
turns it over. Didn't release it first time. There was a clear drive on. And again, we're back with the Jets. This team that just doesn't go away. That was brilliant.
I think what's happening, everybody's just a little bit too quick on the drive. So by the time they get there, they're being covered by the defence. So and then everyone is in the same area. So there's no one to pass to.
You're saying the timing's out.
The timing is out, yes, for the Jets.
And a missed shot there from Lee Jones. So 5-3. Let's see. Last time these two teams played, it was a thriller because, like I say, one loves a comeback, one loves a close game. And that was round 2, and the Jets got the chocolates on that occasion, 43-41. One of a string of 2-point games we had. And this is turnover fest at the moment. This time Ridley picks it up. Head-to-head, these guys have played 9 times. Jets lead at 8-1. And the one game coming in the 2021 knockout final, 3v4, when on that occasion the Thunder got over the line. Every other time they played, it's been the Jets. So Ava Black, through traffic, hits the deck. Back with Walters, fires it across. Lee Jones, we haven't had a goal for a while. She needs this and gets it. So with all that effort...
Well, stuck on 5-3 for a while.
For a
while
eternity.
there,
And the Jets are now trailing by 3. It's 6-3. The Mizuno momentum is with the Thunder at the moment. Into the pocket. Walters. We see Martin earlier than we did last week. She came on just late in the game last week.
Yeah, maybe, when she comes on, we know she brings that speed to the game, so...
And we've got a timeout. I think
Time out to Jets.
Timeouts Jets, 7-3. Jenny Brazel's on her feet. Super coach from the Thunder. She seems quite happy.
Yeah.
There's Simone Alatu.
It's a very low-scoring quarter right now, so...
It is. It's a 7-3 quarter. That's Joe Morgan having a chat to her troops.
I don't think it's necessarily from any defensive pressure or anything. It's just basically both teams turning the ball over.
There's been a lot of turnover in the mid-third,
crazy, yeah. I'd love to see the stats on that.
Now Tracy Bruce saying the same thing. She wants to. That was pretty clear. She wants them to come forward towards the ball.
Yes, yeah.
I think she's just backing up Joe Morgan's message there. That's Ash Irvin, the superstar we talk about a lot. Dead centre of your screen, goalkeeper to her left, or your right if you're watching at home. That is Maddie Ridley, who's come back incredibly well from a knee injury last year. And that is the green machine known as the Jets, and they'll be going right to left of your screen. So, if you're Coach Kel, what are you telling your team right now?
Oh, look, yeah, definitely clean up the passes, but I would tell them to do a little bit more work on their preliminary movements before they're driving, so they're not driving too early. So, for me, I think the timing is out. And that's why we're losing options. There's no options to the ball.
So Thunder roll onto the court, and it is going to be a green machine centre pass. So 7-3 is when the timeout's called. Don't often see him in the first quarter of a game, but that one's gone for the Jets. Ridley, nowhere to go, and Sandholt just turned the other way as the ball came in, so it ended up an easy intercept here for Condren. And we find the Thunder in transition. Long ball down, Ava Black. There's a wing attack in the corner screaming for, that's Walters. Now she gets it after she drives to the top. This defensive pressure by the Jets proving difficult to break down, Kel.
Yeah, we saw Ava Black there just hanging low in the right-hand pocket there, and no movement. So, but finally they get through.
So Sliger came out, grabbed the ball, and cracked it in. And it's with the Jets at the moment. Sorry, the Thunder at the moment. They look into the pocket. Ava Black, nice feed, and Sliger's timing much better there, Kel.
Yes.
Pauses, takes a shot. It's 9-3, difference of 6.
Yeah. The Jets will want to, just continue to chip away and, stay in the game. I mean, they're great at the comeback, but you don't want the margin to be too huge.
Don't have the stat in front of me. I'd love to know their biggest comeback. I don't think it gets much more than 4 to 6.
Yeah.
They sort of hang around that single digit.
Or it might blow out, but they manage to bring it back and then come back from there.
A Mizuno momentum shift there with that goal to the Jets. They break the streak of 4 for the Thunder, and they reply straight away. So back it goes, Ridley. That was a quick centre to the Thunder. Nowhere to go again. It's just breaking down a little in the mid-third for both teams. Jets now defending as best they can. Sliger fires across, finds Ava Black. She's sneaking the goal line, and there it is.
She loves running the baseline.
So 2-1 again on Lee Jones. We talk about this a lot.
Oh, Irvin.
Irvin gets the hand on it. That causes the turnover. So Jets breathe a sigh of relief.
Once again, no options there.
Sure, having to do a ton of work bringing that ball down. They aren't connecting well with the goal attacks or wing attacks. And have to go back along. Ridley this time comes through, punches through the middle channel.
I'm wondering if we'll see a change with Tiani Fennell coming on, and she tends to create space. She's quite quick.
We're big fans of Tiani Fennell, but Cubby's a pretty classy player as well, and they got her for a hell ball on that occasion. So that won't please the coach or Lily Cubby. So back with the Thunder. Oh, Ava Black drops one. Manages to get it back through the throw-in. It came off Ridley last. So Condren very high to the transverse line. Now they're going down this narrow channel, Kel. So again, good defence by the Jets, forcing them aside.
Oh, that should have been an easy pass in there.
Lee Jones couldn't pull it in. Wasn't that hard a pass though, Kel, was it? Didn't look like it had heaps of spice on it.
No, I think just a little bit off, a little bit too high. Yep.
Back with the Jets at the moment. Cubby with it now. And that's a nice little pop pass there from Ridley. And Sandholt gets herself where she wants it and misses the shot. So Jets have only scored 4 in 13 and a half minutes of netball.
I mean, they've had opportunities, but yeah, they have missed a few.
So just looking at Sandholt's shot there, and obviously we're in the office, but her
Yep.
feet are pointing towards where our camera is, whereas the rest of her body's pointing towards the goal. So she's a little bit crooked
So
on
a
the
little
shot.
bit, yeah, off centre, unbalanced. Is what
So
you think?
we've got another turnover here. And it's back with the Jets again.
See what they can do now.
We're inside the last minute. There's been a lot of turnover in this game, Kel.
Yep, we've got Tiani Fennell on court now.
You
Goal
called
attack.
it. So Fennell to goal attack. That seems to be the only change at the moment. Looking for Ridley. Can't find her. Sorry, looking for
Sandholt.
Sandholt. Did find Ridley. And draws the obstruction call. And that goal goes in. The Jets needed that. It's only their 5th for a quarter of netball. But thankfully for them, if you're a Jets fan, the Thunder haven't got too far away. They're only on 10. This is a pretty big play for both teams. Lee Jones gets that one.
Jets have time for one more.
15 seconds to go.
Oh,
And they throw it away off the centre pass. And we call time with 7 seconds to go. Condon will get us underway. At some stage, you're going to have to go long. I'd say right now, Roeda, she doesn't. Now they
Now
go
they go
long.
long.
But it's too long. And puts the fire door on the full.
yes.
And the first quarter, a difficult first quarter for both sides, comes to an end. And it's 11-5 in favour of the Thunder. What did you make of the first quarter, Kel?
Yeah, very scrappy quarter, I think, for both teams. I think Thunder, settled just into the quarter a lot more quickly than the Jets. The Jets are just some inconsistency there with the passing, and a few missed shots. So if they can clean that up, then they'll have a better second quarter.
It's the Thunder by 6. Second quarter action coming up straight after this. Welcome back to the Heart Sapphire Series for 2022. Round 9, it's the final game in our 4-game spread of the weekend. And it's the USC Thunder taking on the USQ Jets. That's the Thunder right there. A couple of injured player there. That's Annie Laurie just to the right of your screen, showing Lee Jones how to hold. And behind her is Hayley McGrether. She was called into the squad, did a knee in pre-season, so she's out for the season. So, as you can see there, they've split it up. This is the modern day coaching now, Kel.
That's right, yes.
It's 2 super coaches into one team, splitting it. And you've got Jen Brazel there, classed as the head coach. Great coach in Simone Nalatu right there as well. And they're just splitting the team up, and it works a treat. I had the privilege of doing it with Jean Paul at Nationals that just finished.
Yeah.
And it was the best thing, like having another equally qualified coach, equally as competent as myself. And we were able to just swap the team up, and it worked really well for us. I think this is the modern way. You don't get that long to talk to your troops, and if you want to change some things, this is a great way to do. Heart Sports is our principal sponsor and naming rights partner. They have been supplying netball equipment and sporting equipment to the whole Queensland sporting community for the last 30 years. It is their 30th anniversary. Heartsports.com.au. Get online, have a look at them. We talk about this a lot. If you're a budding coach, they do the starter packs, which are fantastic. We know there's an expense involved, so if you want to get your coaching career underway, you get onto heartsports.com.au.
It's a good investment.
And find some of their excellent equipment, not just for netball, but for any sport throughout Queensland. I believe they've got a great range of tiddlywinks, and it's huge, yeah. And I think they're getting a chess section soon. So, I digress. I made all that up. But heartsports.com.au, they are a principal sponsor.
I love how I'm backing you anyway.
Just thought I'd better clear that up in case the sponsors aren't happy with that. So the Thunder get us underway. And it's back with them now. So Ava Black. I can't see any changes, Kel. Can you? Oh, we can. Hams is coming up wing attack.
Yeah.
Fennell's goal attack. And immediately Hams picks up a loose ball. Can she get this offense kick-started? They've only scored 5 in the first quarter, which is pretty rare.
Yeah, I think they will probably want to up the intensity, bring a bit more energy to the game, and Yeah, that early intercept will go a long way, but unfortunately Sandholt could not make the shot.
A missed shot from Sandholt. She works hard to get it back, but can't at the moment. So we've spoken all year. Sandholt sets up unusually, and its shooting technique is a bit unusual as well. But when it works, it works. And today, just not falling for it right now. That's not to say it won't shortly.
That's right. I think, if she can, and obviously Jo Morgan's wanting to leave her out there so she can persist with it and find her groove.
You need to find your groove, Kel.
You do.
Everyone needs a groove.
That's right.
And, a missed shot there from Annika Lee-Jones. So there is a few missed shots on both sides of the ledger. And this time, Sherlaw gets us underway. 11-5. That was the half-time score, a quarter-time score.
Oh.
Another turnover. This time someone's out of play. Looks like it is Sherlaw out of play. So she's a long way from home. 2-1 in the circle. Can they get it down quickly? No, they can't. Great pressure there by Fennell. Forces the ball back. Now they go long. Great drive by Black. It's just not setting up right for either team at the moment. And a nice pass over. Lee-Jones gets that one and the goal.
That was great work by Slider there, just holding the screen for Lee-Jones.
Don't forget, join us on the Heart Sapphire Series chat. This game going out to Facebook and the YouTube. You can join us, tell us where you're watching from, ask a question. We'll endeavour to answer as best we can.
Yeah, we've had some early peeps already come on board, so hi to you, Samuel.
And
goes for the Jets.
The ball doesn't connect with anyone. They can't find Sandholt at all today. Condren working very, very well.
I wonder if it's just a mindset thing, okay, we've got Condren in there, or is it just, the passes that usually work and just not working?
I'm not sure. It's hard to say. Condren is an intimidating goalkeeper, and you can't question her pedigree. She's played at the highest level. She's with two different franchises with the Suncorp Super Netball. She's had some games. She must be thereabouts. Again, and a young player. I guess when you're coming up against someone like her, it does play in your mind. It's the Wally Lewis factor, the Michael Jordan factor.
Yeah, that's right.
Sometimes they have the game won just because of who they are, not the way they play. And Condren doing a great job at the moment. Her team at the moment leading by 6. So, good to see some of the Queensland men's players having a watch. Laurie West is joining us in the commentary. And this time, Lee-Jones called for the push-up. So, it's 1-1 in the first 3 minutes of this second quarter. She's a low scorer, Kel.
It is. It's, normally we see a low score when the game is, the defensive pressure is there, but not the case for this particular game. But
a lot of errors at the moment. The defence is good, but there's a lot of errors coming, just bad passes. A bit like that, but Sandholt good enough to run that one down. So, again, Condren very square on here. Setting herself front position, square on, and the backspace opens up for Sandholt. Needs this shot and gets it. So it's back to a 5-point game. And Laguirre at centre. She's come on for the Jets at centre. That means Ridley's gone to the bench.
Oh, yeah.
And the footwork call there, no goal. Sandholt just
it would have been the easiest goal, I think, of the game. With Condren being out of the circle, it's like a free pass.
Sligo double teamed. They threw it to her anyway. Walters with it now. They are struggling to find their shooters. They don't want to seem to go in the air. And a loose pass there, but well picked up by Schleiger. She gets the goal, and we're back to a 6-goal margin. 12 to, is it 6 or 5? 13 to 7. Yeah. And we have Annika Lee-Jones from range. Gets the obstruction call on Irvin, and it's now 14 to 7. And we're back as the Jets. All of a sudden the game just opening up slightly. This is what we need.
That was great work by Fennell, running into that front space. And good follow-up with the shot.
Looked like the shot was going to miss for all money, but it bounces back.
Wish they bounce that well for me when I shoot them.
I spent a career of them not bouncing well. So it's with the Thunder. Nice ball in. That was a nice pass by Sligo to Annika Lee-Jones. And after a drought of goals, all of a sudden it's just become free-flowing netball, Kel.
Yeah.
So I think it's Thunder 15 to 8.
Yeah.
And it's still with the Jets now. They had to go back. Now Hams has got it, fires it across. Fennell working hard. They're building nicely here, the Jets. Lagai, nice 360 on Ava Black. Pretty to watch. And in the air, and who comes through but Rowita. Give her a sniff, and she was able to get up there and battered it out of play. So we start again, and this time it looks like Metcalf out of play. Hams will get us underway. Penalty pass outside the circle.
Yes, 15-8 to Thunder.
And it falls the way of Sandholt. She scores.
Well, I think this change in mid-court has brought just a little bit more, as we're saying, it's up the intensity for Jets, so...
A little bit more polish in some of the passes too.
Yeah.
Like the turnovers haven't been as frequent now. And we've got an off the ball one here.
You see Sinead Grant
So Grant out of play.
has come into goal defence.
So 2-1 in the circle. That's a nice setup. Annika Lee-Jones set the screen. Sligo back to base, scored the goal too easy. And it's 16 to 9. Margin 7. Jets looking to respond. Not a turnover. Fennell with the ball. Will she shoot? No, she kicks it out. Working with Hams. Does enough there to open it up for Sandholt. And she's found her range. Bit of a nervous start.
Yeah, so just a shaky first quarter, but she's obviously found it now in the second.
Log pass over. Ava Black.
Barretto nearly got there.
Walters just took her time there. Gets it to Lee Jones beautifully. Sorry, I cut you off there, Kel.
No, I was going to say, Lee Jones, doing a lot of movement there in the circle, and, we've seen her quite a few times out in goal attack recently, but, so she's obviously bringing that to her game in goal shooter.
She's a mover and shaker. So, I wonder if that's off-putting for the players. There's a video of them warming up there while they're actually playing. So Fennell from range. No, fake pass. Gets it over to Tiani Sandholt, and that gets the goal. 17-11, margin 6. 7 to play, second quarter. It's starting to pick up the quality of the play, Kel.
Yeah, I think so. I think both teams, settling nicely now, and as you said before, it's a lot more free. The flow.
Get it out of the mid-third there for a period of time.
That's right. We're stuck on 5-3 for ages.
5-3 for quite some time.
Yes.
So and then they fought hard. The Thunder got it to 7. It's been 7 for a while now. This time, Sandholt makes no mistake. Ava Black will get us underway. Centre pass, fires it down. They go to the pocket. Yes, they do. And Lagai out of play. No, we're going to play the throw in. So she's not out of play. Nice work.
Great front hold.
It's a smart feed, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, you definitely don't want to throw it up over Irvin. So, coming through on the front makes a lot more sense.
So 19 to 12. Jets with it. Sandholt. I thought she was going to call for pushing off, but the obstruction goes on Condren. Gives Tiani Fennell a chance to step in and do a fake shot again as she passes off.
Yeah,
fluid motion.
You've got the height mismatch there with Rowita then on Sandholt, so a smart play there to pass over.
So 19 to 13, and on the scoreboard, it is a margin of 6 as we have a timeout by the Thunder. And one of our favourites is back online, Kate Condren. She is, of course, the mother, I believe, of Bridie Condren, loving the commentary. And we're zooming in, ironically, on her daughter as we speak. That's number 27 there, is Bridie Condren. So, as the music gets in the background, let's... come on, Barbie, let's go party.
A bit of aqua. Bit of aqua for a Sunday evening.
So,
taking us back to our dance parties.
Last time these two teams met, round 2, and it was Jets 43, Thunder 41. And I got an inkling that it's going to be a pretty close game again, as they're fighting hard both sides. So, and it is a very close game. I think it's 19 to 13 at the moment. Ava Black there having a chat to Simone Nolatu. And I think the Thunder would be pretty happy, Kel, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I think they've starting to find their groove. Lee Jones, hitting her shots, and Yeah, they're getting some nice passages of play down the court. So, yeah, I think they'd be pretty happy with how things went there.
So next week we've been given the schedule. I'll talk it next break. We'll talk that through. 3 games on KO, 1 on YouTube, Facebook. And straight away, it's a turnover. No, it's not. I apologise. So it's back with the Thunder.
Just a run through. Yep.
I thought it was going to be a turnover. They managed to hang on a possession. Any changes coming out of the timeout, Kel?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see.
Doesn't
no, I
appear to
don't
be.
think so.
But there's a turnover now. Sligo couldn't pull that one in. So Irvin will get us underway with a goal line throw. Thunder be warned, if the Jets are close coming into that last part of the third quarter and fourth quarter, we know they finished strong. Last week they stole it right at the end for a 1-point thriller. And it's back with the Jets now, Grant. They're trying to get their troops coming forward. Could be a hell ball, it is.
I was going to say, yeah, there's no options there, and I'm just wondering what. Usually Tiani Fennell's running around out the front, so I wonder if that was a strategy to sort of let the mid-quarters bring it down just a little bit deeper before she starts to come out.
So the ball back now with the Thunder. Nice pass here. That had some heat on it. Contact call, it is. So 2 and 1 in the circle. Sinead Grant. She gives away a few contacts. Black slow to release, but still managed to get it to Sligo in one fluid motion. Just seemed to be slow motion as she did it.
It was great vision by Lee Jones to hold out Irvin out on the top of the circle.
So 20 to 13, margin back to 7. Jets with it. I'll just be happy to take it into single figures into the halftime break. And a nice pass in there.
It was a strange release of the shoulder pass, but
it's almost like
it
she
worked.
was skimming pebbles, that same motion.
Yes.
But it got it into the right area, and Sandholt, great hold on Condren. Into the backspace.
Oh, Irvin.
Magic. Irvin does it again, gets the turnover for the Jets, and now they're in transition. This is nice play by the Jets. Breaks down a little here, Hams being patient.
Oh.
Fires it into...
Tiani Fennell bringing the defence with her there.
Put that goal down to Fennell, you reckon, Kel?
Yes, I think so. She drew both of them out and left that space open.
Just like that, the margin of 7's back to 5. Don't tell me the comeback queens are going to come back earlier.
Going to come back, yeah, by half time.
So
maybe.
The green machine.
Do you have a green machine growing up? Do you have one of those green machines? You know, it's like the plastic 3-wheeled contraption that you don't know what a green machine is.
I thought the green machine was the Canberra Raiders football club.
Yeah, no, it's an actual like a tricycle kind of contraption that it was made out of plastic with plastic wheels, and it had, I don't know what you call those things. I'm making motions with my hands that people can't see, but
we were from the bad side of the tracks, so we didn't have any of that sort of stuff. So great intercept here, gives the ball back to the Thunder, and Lee Jones can't get the Mizuno momentum. It's still with the green machine. So I always thought the Canberra, because they had a song called The Green Machine. We're bad and me.
Yeah, I'll find a picture for you.
You know that one? So.
Well, someone online, jump on and let us know if you had one growing up.
It was in the 80s.
Back me up here, people.
Late 80s and early 90s, you know, that sort of Simply the Best era when Ricky Stewart and all that were playing for the... And so they had this Green Machine song, so every team that was green became the Green Machine. So, back with the Thunder. Jeez, we got on a tangent there, Kel. Yeah, talking about childhood toys.
And it's not, I mean, the netball's actually picking up. It's exciting that, just...
Lee Jones gets another goal. It's back to 6.
From the same era. I thought you would know what I was talking about.
I'm sorry.
Oh, well.
Must be an economic thing. So
can't get good help around here.
Bad side of the tracks. So, looks in, and they find Lee Jones, but Irvin...
She's having a great time at the moment.
She can sense when the ball's going to be not perfect and just hunts it down. Now we get contact off the ball while it was out of play.
Let's see. Yep, Beretta.
So Beretta's out of play. Black. She looks for Lee Jones, finds her. From range by Lee Jones. It's a bit short, hits the front of the ring and rolls the right way. So we're back to a 7-goal margin. 7-4.
Yes, today it's...
So the Jets down by 7. If you've only just joined us, it's been, well, a tough game for both sides. A lot of turnover ball. Nearly another one there. Everything contested. Some of the passing not the best. And Sandholt did well to keep that one in play. Fennell has to go back. They find Sandal again. This time Condren is out of play. And the goal counts. It's back to a 6-point game, 22-16. Lee Jones a long way from home. Fires it across.
Oh, great movement into the back space by Sligo.
Sligo, she gets an opportunity to get another goal and does. Don't think she's missed one yet today, but she hasn't taken a lot.
Yeah.
I guess Lee Jones would be the focal point in the offensive end. Back to the guy. Energy's picked up again. Nice drive by Tiani Fennell and the shot. She liked that one. The big low 5 onto her teammate. And again, we're back with Ava Black. Top of the circle. Finds Lee Jones.
Great take out of the air.
Now we're playing some netball, Kel.
Yes.
Right on half time. The goal counts. It'll be a 24-17. Oh, hang on. There's a second to go.
Cool.
Look at that.
She'll hold on to it, no doubt.
And there's the siren. I'm not quite sure what the call time there. But anyway, they did. 24-17.
Yes, so Thunder, 13-12.
So Thunder win that one by
Yes.
1. Increase their lead.
Yeah, a lot better volume, I think, by the Jets, and I think they've stepped up now and getting themselves back into the game. So,
Yeah, 24,
So
17,
Jets, they made some changes. They got it back. Thunder responded and lead it by 7. Second half action up, coming up after this.
Did you know that majority of netballers aren't wearing the appropriate shoes on court? Running shoes or generic trainers don't provide the grip and support for the quick, dynamic movements needed in a game. It's time to make the swap with Mizuno.
When I was first thinking about joining netball, I was a bit hesitant. I just didn't want to be embarrassed out there. I quickly realised there is a position for everybody. I am a proud Bulkian Hood woman of Far North Queensland. I draw my strength from my ancestors and the spirit of the land. Being a part of the Diamond Spirit program gives me a place to represent my culture and thrive, both on and off the court. It provides a safe place where I can feel proud of who I am. You learn from those who have gone before you. You be the change you want to see. We play for each other. We play together, united.
Welcome back to the Heart Sapphire Series for 2022. It's version 4, 4th year. We've had this amazing competition. And, of course, we're at the USC Stadium for this battle for second. USC Thunder taking on USQ Jets. It's 4th versus 3rd at the moment. The way the results have panned out this weekend, the winner of this one will be in 2nd. So in about half an hour's time, we'll have a new team in 2nd place. My name's Dave Mills, joining commentary by Kel Harrison. Been a great first half. I've got some highlights on the screen right now. And it started well, and that was the highlight. So, no, we're back to the highlights again. There they are.
Yeah.
So it's with the Thunder. They started well, but the Jets hung tough. And just when you thought the Jets were going to run over the top of them, the comeback queens,
yes.
Thunder responded and lead it by 7 at half time, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so first quarter, both teams starting off a little bit shaky, a lot of turnover of the ball, a lot of loose play, but both have tightened up in that second quarter, and the scoreline for that quarter was really close with only 1 in it. So
as we said, this is round 9, Kel, and we
Yep.
hit round 10 next weekend. We're on the road. All games are on Sunday. We start at midday, and we're heading really north. We're going to Townsville. They've got back-to-back home games, and it's the Mendy Rays taking on the Titans Titans just starting to look a little shaky. They had a great start to the season.
Yeah.
We thought they'd win today, but the Tigers proved too good for them, and they lost last week as well. So they're looking to stop a 3-game slide, and the Mendy Rays looking for 3 games straight.
The way the Rays are building this season, that will be a great game to watch.
So that one's on KO. That's from 12. 2, we're still on KO. Sorry, 2:30. So we go to the half hour for this week coming. So at 2:30 next Sunday, again on KO, we've got the Wildcats taking on the Tigers. Tigers were looking for 2 straight. Wildcats looking for their first win. And I'm telling you, if the Tigers win that one, they're in the hunt back into the 4. They had to win today, and they did. Then at 4:30, we've got a crackerjack game. USC Thunder at Ipswich taking on QUT netball, and then the last game to round it out, a home game for the Jets, so the crowd will build for that, and a replay of the 2020 grand final, Jets and Cougars. So first 2 games are on KO, then we flick to YouTube, Facebook for the 4:30 game, and then we're back on KO at 6:30 p.m. on Sunday. So set your calendar for that. If you didn't catch all that, join our Heart Sapphire Series Facebook page, and we put a little graphic up throughout the week.
Yes.
And, of course, you can the Gem of the Week will be on there as well. And for all the news, views, interviews, tickets, stats, anything you want. Gossip? There's a gossip on there? You go to the sapphireseries.com.au. And if you want to hear this game or many other games that have been on there for the last 3 years, go to the Sapphire Series YouTube channel. So, starting to happen the business end of the season, Kel.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, a lot of movement in the ladder as we're seeing, and this game will prove that. Based on the games today. So, yeah, someone will move into second, as you're saying.
So let's talk team stats coming into this game. It's half time, and the Jets, they have created 251 turnovers. They're 4th in the league in that. And they've turned the ball over 251 times, so they're 4th highest in that. And they're the 3rd best in creating turnovers for gains, 249. They are the most penalised side in the competition. Coming into this game, they had a whopping 400 infringements. So that's a lot of infringements.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yep.
You go the other way, and the turnovers, 2nd highest is the USC Thunder, so they turn the ball over a fair bit. But they're also the 2nd highest in gains at 298. And they are 6th on the infringement, so they're a very disciplined side when it comes to infringing.
So you think if the Jets, clean up their penalties and, maybe come through. They could come through with the.
They do indeed, and it's
have a very good final.
The thing is, the coaches, we always say, stay and play, stay and play.
Yeah.
Well, I know I do.
Well, when you stay and play, it helps build that pressure. Once you get that penalty, it takes that foot off.
Speaking about pressure, Kel, we've had 2 turnovers in the first minute. First the Jets, then the Thunder give it straight back. So Sandholt, can she break the run? She can. So the Mizuno momentum is now with the Jets. They get the margin back to 6. 24-17 was the halftime score. So usually about the 7-8 minute mark in the third quarter is when the Jets make their run.
They put the foot down.
The pedal to the metal. What is it? The pedal to the green machine? For the viewers at home playing along.
The green machine.
Kel actually Googled that in the break.
I found him a picture.
It is a strange-looking green plastic tricycle. It's about 4 inches off the ground. But anyway, Kel had a much better childhood than I did, obviously. So back it goes.
I had brothers growing up, so yeah, there's a lot of, I don't know.
Fair enough. I had an 8-year-old sister who used to dress me up.
Oh. It explains everything.
The secrets are coming out now. So back it goes with the Thunder. And they lead it by 7. Ava Black finds the space. And another turnover, Kel. You're looking at me strangely.
No, it's fine.
So Ridley, she's back on the court. Ham's still at wing attack, so Ridley at wing defence.
That was a great pass.
Bridie Condren did well, kept it in. Was that a footwork call? No, play on. Thought maybe Metcalf had stepped there. So back with the Thunder. They're in the deep in the left pocket. And they still can't find Lee Jones. And, I think it's Lee Jones moves too early. She sees the ball in the air and anticipates where it's going to go, tries to get there before the others.
Yeah, it's like a habit because she started doing that at the beginning of the season and then you had adjusted and, the ball was finding her quite well, as we see there. But, it's like this game for some reason just maybe reverting back to habit a little bit.
Maybe, or maybe, who knows, maybe Magic Irvin's pushing her back. You know, we're saying she's
Yeah,
moving, but
yeah.
Irvin could be putting a lot of pressure on.
That's
We don't know. But, yeah, it's just if she could just hold that space that fraction longer, some of these passes that are missing would actually be perfect
He's
passes.
hitting every time.
So they're only just off a little bit. So Fennell with it, fires it across, finds Hams, who in turn finds Sandholt. Nice hold. And as is her way, she gets one back. So 27-19 now. And we've got a margin of 8, and that is your Mizuno momentum shift right there. Thunder with the ball in the pocket, and Irvin
Oh, couldn't find any of her players.
kept the ball in, but it's fired it back to Ava Black. And a lovely shot there by Schleicher. Like we say, she hasn't shot a lot, but everyone she has, I don't think she's missed. And it's all class in the technique. So Lagaya gets us underway. Margin 9. This is the biggest lead of the game to either side. And it's a turnover here, is it? I think the Thunder have come up with it. They have. And apologies for the technical aspect at the moment. There we go. We're back. Ooh. That looked like Ridley got Walters in the air. So Schleicher out of play, works the ball in. And
Super close.
gets herself in the right spot.
Just in time.
2.9.
Yeah, just, like I thought it was going to be a, coming from outside the court call, but
So 29-19. That is a 10-goal margin. Soon to be 11 if they have it their own way. And they get the goal. So Sherlock warming up on the side. She's going to come on for maybe Ridley, maybe Grant. It looks like it's Grant. So Shanae Grant's come off this time. She's been starting on the bench, Grant, coming on, playing big minutes.
yeah,
And
just being that impact player, I think. Yeah.
And like puts a lot of pressure on the shooters. She doesn't mind a physical game, and that sort of gets in the shooters' heads a little bit. So 30-20 at the moment. And again, now they're finding her. But even if you look at that, she left very early. Like by the time she caught that ball, it was well down on its arc. So could have just even waited a little longer there, even though there was no defence. Condren in the air, fights for it, and it comes off Sandholt last. So great result there for the Thunder. They're at home, of course, and they're leading this one by 11. Maybe this is the game where the Jets don't come back. Oh, no, who am I kidding? It's the Jets, the Green Machine.
That was well done by Fennell there. Get the ball back.
And the shot.
Bounces in.
All-round good shot, they call that. Oh, the Greg Norman putt. No, actually, he's missed. Tiger Woods, I should have
Tiger Woods,
said.
you
All shark.
normally say. Yeah.
No, I'm trying to mix it up, Kel.
Yeah.
You know. Now, I started saying Fitty last week. You hated it.
Yeah.
A lot of the younger
Not a
viewers.
fan.
A lot of the younger viewers loved it.
But did they?
So I'm going to my fan base, and a lot of the younger viewers said, yes, you're connecting with your audience. So hopefully we get to Fitty today, so I can say Fitty as much as I can. Back it goes with Lagaya. And she's got nowhere to go. Into the pocket. Now it's with Tiani Fennell. And we've got a frozen screen. Just keep an eye on the score at the moment. And the ball eventually goes out. Comes off Lagaya. Now it's with Condren underway. Margin 10, 31-21. Long ball. Oh, Irvin came out. It's out at the moment, so it's still with the Thunder side. Fired across. Nice play there. Great feed in by Ava Black. Shot from Lee Jones, not strong. And we are in, it's a bit of a turnover time again, Kel. We've had patches where there's just been a lot of turnover ball.
Some really good patches of play where the flow's been nice down the court as well. It's just, it's
So
not the usual way both of these teams play. So
Sandholt, nice front cut, kicks it back out to Fennell. And she in turn kicks it back to Sandholt. Getting themselves nice and close. And it's back with the Thunder.
Actually 31-23 just now.
So the margin is working hard. 9 at the moment. It falls the way of Lee Jones. She didn't want to shoot. She kicked it out.
I think she thought she was falling out of court there.
The Jets with it now.
Yeah.
The guy fires it across. Nice play here. Now they're starting to click into gear. And the feed. Just got that back foot down in time. Sandholt scores there. And we're back to an 8-goal margin. It has been as much as 11, 31 to 20. They come off Condren. So the Mizuno momentum, Kel, back with the Jets.
And as you said, you know, eight minutes in, or it's now 7 minutes in, and
this is what they do.
Yeah.
The green machine. We've seen it too many times. They're not going to fool us, Kel.
Yeah, that's true.
Into the backspace. Well done by Sandholt. Steps around. The short shot.
Oh,
The shot is short.
yes.
She gets her own rebound.
Yeah, it's not very often that you'd get a rebound over Condren, so she did well there to hold on.
Bridie Condren. Doesn't mind changing your hair colour either, Bridie.
No, yes.
And a nice shot there. Lee Jones gets the Mizuno momentum back in the favour of the Thunder. And I think the score's 32 to 25. There it is, Mizuno momentum. So 7 the diff. It was 11. The comeback is on. Hams fires it in. Sandholt can't pull it in. Comes off Condren last. Umpire says we'll have a throw. Now we're calling time. Great work here by the Jets. Fennell trying to open it up. Backspace is on. Condren says, I'll have a
She's
piece of
all over
that.
it. Oh, she thought it was hers.
She did indeed.
Yep.
I don't know why, because it seemed like she slapped it out of the
Yeah.
court. So,
I think it's that, you know, like if I make it look like it, it is.
umpires aren't that easily fooled.
And then, yep.
What happened there?
Gets it now. No, the pass went over to Sandholt and, yeah, went out of her hands.
Looks like someone crashed into the post as well. So Thunder with it now. They lead this one by 7. Slowly working it through. They're on the extreme left sideline. Thunder in the yellow and blue. Going left to right of your screen. Long pass across. Baseline drive is on. Schleicher takes it. Again, they're double teaming Lee Jones, aren't they?
Yeah, and, you know, Slugger, you know, we're saying she hasn't put up a lot of volume, but she's doing a lot of work to create it out the front.
So a goal there makes it a margin of 8 again. So the Thunder building this lead yet again. And we know what the Jets can do in the last quarter. So any lead at the big as it can possibly be will help them out. Long pass in, nice work here. Walters fires it across. Unless my memory fails me, which it can from time to time, we haven't seen a change for the Thunder.
No,
We haven't seen Martin, Makunde,
No.
or Cohen. So no changes so far for and not even positional changes. They're still in the same spots they started. So rolling subs, a lot of coaches overuse it. Today we've seen a lot of coaches not using it.
Not using
The
it,
Cougars
yeah.
went straight through, didn't change the position. So far the Thunder are doing the same.
Tigers only made a couple, I feel.
Thompson and Funana
Yeah.
came on, yeah, but they didn't chop and change, like it was
Yes.
just change, done.
Yeah.
So yeah, it seems like there seems to be a change in process here by the coaches.
Or it could just depend on which team you're playing as well, like what your strategy is.
So Ridley a little late on that one, and she's out of play now. Ridley is at wing defence. Lee Jones out of the circle. Obstruction here on Ridley. So the backspace opens up. Schleicher, I think she's still on 100%. And she scores another goal. And we are with Ava Black from the Thunder getting us underway. Margin is 9. This for double figures. If they can score here, coming in 3/4 time, that'll be a huge effort for the Thunder.
Yeah. Oh, and again,
Irvin got a little piece of that.
that's 3 times now that Slugger's received that ball into the back space, so Jets need to work hard to get around and keep on her.
Good screen's been set by Lee Jones, as we see an amazing intercept there from Condren. So we took her up and she came running out beautifully. Just got a lull in play, Kel. What's going on here? Ball's gone missing.
Ball's gone out.
Anyone seen the ball?
Shoelace.
Oh, there it is. Ball's back. Walters will get us underway. Ridley out of play. into the pocket. Again, Lee Jones. I think she was opening that up for
Yeah,
Schleicher.
that's right. But, yeah, she had enough room for herself.
Oh, that is magnificent transitional play here by the Jets. That's the Jets flying at their highest. They brought that down the court beautifully. And if we could see more of that, they'll eat into this margin as we have a Mizuno momentum shift with that goal. So, I see Rebecca Asquith watching with us.
Yes, hi, Beck.
Teammate of mine was her husband, Kurt Asquith. I've played Nationals with Kurt.
Yep.
My last Nationals in 2013. Kurtie and I were roommates.
Oh, look out.
I did not sleep much on that tour, I'll tell you now, Kel.
Yes, I can imagine.
Some of the
Hey,
stories
Kurt.
I can't repeat on TV.
Yes.
So, hand in here.
Oh,
Maguire.
a little bit of
Footwork
footwork,
call.
yes.
She seemed to take about 7 steps there.
Maybe 6.
So, went through the gap like a XPT train through Fassifern.
Oh. Where are you getting these analogies
Well, that
from?
one was taken straight from Ray Hadley because he mentioned us through the week. So
Yes.
he said, next I'll be saying that. So I thought I'd put that one in there for Ray if he's listening again. For those that don't know,
G'day, Ray.
we made the Ray Hadley morning show this week.
Oh.
So we put a few lines in there for Ray. Nice play here, and Sandholt all by herself, home alone, Macaulay Culkin style. And the ball, Falcons are on the head. She'll have a shot and score. So we're back to a 9-point game, 36-27. A minute to play. If they can keep it to single fingers, I think the Jets will say we've got a chance
they
here.
might come home in the 4th.
Hams, nowhere to go. Got to be a hell ball. No, obstruction call first. I think this is Ava Black out of play on that one.
I think that was the saving grace there because there was no options.
And Sandholt, again, this unusual style of hold is effective, and she scores another goal. We're back to 8, Kel. The comeback is on.
36-28.
As soon as they get a turnover here, it could be huge.
A turnover here, score, and their centre pass coming back out of three-quarter
Oh,
time. And there it is,
there it
Kel.
is.
You jinxed them. Here comes the turnover.
Irvin calling time from the umpire to get the ball back.
And gets it. So 3 straight coming up for the Jets if they score here. They nearly blew it on their first pass. Hams goes long. There it is. And Sandholt. That's 3 straight to the Jets. Just before the buzzer
There you
goes.
go, bring it back to 7, so that's an even quarter.
36-29. And you've got that as an even quarter, Kel.
Yeah, 12 all.
12 apiece. So Thunder looked like they had it wrapped up. Not a bad 90 seconds, but a really strong 90 seconds
Yes,
for
yeah.
the Jets. They got 3 quick ones. And now the comeback queens will think they're a chance of running over the top
They
of the
need to
Jets.
step it up another level in this last quarter.
It's going to be a great last quarter, Kel. We'll see what happens when we come back straight after these messages. Welcome back to the USC Stadium. We've just seen an ad for the City Cove Wellness Centre and Relaxation Centre. Kel, it looked pretty
Yes, I'm imagining myself in one of those beanbag chairs. I don't know if it's a beanbag chair, but yeah.
good. Well, we haven't got those
Sounds
shoes.
really good right
We haven't
now.
got those shoes we keep hunting for, but let's see if
That's
City
right.
Cove come to the party.
Yes.
So we've got quite a match on here. It's 36-29. Bit of a low scorer, but the Jets, they scored the last 3, so the Mizuno momentum is with them.
Yep.
And we know they like a comeback.
Yeah.
So they are going to work hard in this last quarter. 7's not a safe margin when you're playing the Jets.
Yep.
They've come back, I think, on 4 games, including last week where they stole it at the death after the buzzer. They won that one by 1. So Mizuno are proud to support grassroots netball and your feet on court. From the Junior Stars of tomorrow to the Stars of today, wherever you play on the court, Mizuno has the netball footwear to suit your game. Check out their new range on mizuno.com.au or at selected stores. Mizuno, made for you, made for netball. And they are a great shoe, Kel.
Yes.
So 7 the diff. Everything's in readiness. The Jets are first out there. They're looking keen. I think this is what the Jets do. They get their body language good. And we say it every week, so all the teams in the league know that they're coming back.
That's right, yeah.
And
Well,
just play on the minds a little bit.
yeah, Thunder got that lead out there. I think by the most it was 11 at one point. So
11,
Jets
and
have
now
done well.
it's 7.
Yeah, to keep back in there, and hopefully they can lift for this quarter.
So the Thunder took on the Wildcats last week, and that was they were a fair way in front. And the Wildcats fought back, and it ended up just in 6. 52-46.
Probably one of the best games the Wildcats have put out.
It is indeed, and the Jets-Titans, of course, we mentioned. Jets won that one by 1 after the buzzer. So Sandholt has it now, going for 4 straight. She gets it, and we're at 36-30. Get excited, Kel. I think it's on again. The Jets, they help our ratings every week with these come from behind wins.
That's right. It's exciting.
So 36-30, 14 and a half, 3 quarters to play. So the ball down with Walters, fires it in. Lee Jones, she needs this to get a Mizuno momentum shift. Can hit the front of the ring and does there.
Oh.
When the pressure's on a little bit, Lee Jones does hit a few of those shorter shots. But she's usually good enough to get her own rebound like that. So we've got a contact call outside. 36-30 at the moment. Lee Jones in range, needs this, gets it. So 37-30, margin back to 7. Mizuno momentum shift goes the way of the Jets. Sandholt over the top.
Oh, that was well done.
And
short.
Sandholt's
But comes
short.
up with it.
37.
Gets her own rebound there. And gets a goal.
Now 31.
37-31, difference of 6. Lee Jones with the ball.
Yeah, they don't want to leave a run too late in the quarter.
They've timed it perfectly every other week. So, but Jets looking fairly solid, as are the Thunder. Oh, loose hands here. Fennell just slipped out of her hand. So, margin 7. This could be a turning point in favour of the Thunder. They score here, they're centre next, Kel.
That's right.
Nearly back to double
It's a
figures.
3-goal,
That's going to be harder.
3-goal run. Oh.
But Lagai says, I'll have that.
She says, no thanks, Tom Hanks.
No thanks, Tom Hanks. Oh, dear. Well, we've had a long day, haven't we? Been here for 6 hours. Oh, thankfully, this one's just going to Facebook, not KO.
Oh, Condren.
So Condren gets a hand in there. And I'm lost for words. So the Thunder with the ball at the moment. If you know me, that's a very rare occurrence. So haven't seen any changes to the Thunder side at all.
No.
And the bench still sitting there. Cowan, Martin, and
Yeah, which is
Makunde.
interesting because the Jets have used every single player on their bench. So, if the Thunder need to turn it up, they've got fresh legs sitting there, especially with Brianna Martin.
So ball goes down. Ava Black. Oh, turns and releases.
Oh.
Lee Jones holds it in well. So needs to reset here, but Irvin gets a hand on. Loose ball, bit of tunnel ball. Falls away of Ava Black. So just outside the circle, we'll start again. Inside 12. They can't leave it much longer, the Jets. Because now we're back to a 9-point game, Kel.
Yes.
So 40-31, Thunder.
Still a very low scoring game, this one.
Like if the game finished now, let's look at the live ladder. If the game finishes now, so Thunder will go from 4th to 2nd, and 4th place will be in on 20 points. So a full win clear of QUT and Mendy Rays, and 2 wins clear of the Tigers. So for those teams chasing, they would probably prefer a Jets victory here, because that means 4th place would only be 2 points, half
That's
a game
right,
ahead of them.
yes,
Because you get
yes.
4 points for a win in this league.
Don't forget QUT have that spare game, and Rays
And
have
Rays,
that spare
yeah,
game
that's right.
up
So
on
the
their hands.
team sitting 5th and 6th have got a spare game up their sleeve, but it wouldn't want to come down to that last game for the final. So into the backspace here, and Lee Jones gets another goal, and the Thunder just starting to pull away now, 42-31. They lead it by 11. And you know my theory on the rule of 11th, Kel. So Lagai with it at the moment. Irvin, contact call here. Sorry, not Irvin. Tiani Fennell gets a contact call. Sandholt,
That
nice.
was a great delivery there by Brooke
It
Hance.
really was.
Yeah.
She's been not the problem in the mid-third. There's been a lot of turnover in the mid-third,
Yeah.
but probably isn't Hams that's been responsible for it. So a Mizuno momentum change there. And we've got a push-off call, is it?
Yes.
Lee Jones.
Offensive contact.
We've seen a lot of that throughout this league, throughout the league this season.
It was early on, and then we had a few weeks where there wasn't much of it, and now it seems to be coming back in. So
today, Charlie Bell got called a couple of times. You know, Bell was saying that the arms were interlocked, and you know, thought she shouldn't have been called for it. But
I had a chat to her after the game. Yeah, she's I'm talking about how much she gets double teamed and how physical it gets.
We mentioned that during the commentary. She's like every week she gets pounded, Charlie Bell. So back again, we're with the Thunder. Black looking for a way in. Can't get it. Irvin again. His superstar goal to keeper.
If you ever need a moment, this will be it. You need to work it down now.
So 10 the margin. We're inside 10 to play. They need a goal a minute at the moment, the Jets. And this could be the first of them. It hits the front of the ring again. And that one hit the front of the ring, but just crept
rolled
over.
In.
And we're back to 9. Lagai with it. The Jets won't go away. Even if they don't win the game, get it back to 3 or 4. It's going to be in the back of the mind for the Thunder next time they play them.
Yeah.
That they can come back hard. Tiani Fennell gets another goal.
So we're back to 8 now.
We are indeed. Turnover here would be like gold for the Jets. And
it's like positive affirmations, and it's like you can do it.
No. And Condren can't keep that in, so the ball's still with the Jets. 8 the margin, 34-42.
If they get this conversion, this will make this game very interesting.
I reckon if they get this goal here, we'll see a timeout.
Yeah.
I think Jenny Brazel will stop this, break the momentum. Tiani Fennell with the ball, drives around, gets it back to Hams. Hams feeds it in. And they've drawn the contact on Condren. So 3 straight coming up for the Jets. It is.
Yes.
And we're at 42-35.
No timeout just yet.
And it's back with the Jets again. So they are on a roll. The Mizuno momentum is firmly with the Jets at the moment. And we say that a lot in the last quarters of their games.
Yes.
Lagai, don't forget this margin was 11 as Condren hits the deck. And Sandholt. Punch me, Kel. We're back to 6.
That's it.
8 the margin.
Back to first quarter margin.
And here come the Jets. Look at the defence now. They're playing a box zone.
Can feel it.
Forcing them wide. And again, Sherlock got a hand in it.
And she's pumped.
And it's her ball. She's just running after the ball. Somebody saved time.
She wants to get it moving.
So
get the game going.
I'm sure there's ball girls up there, but they're not. Letting the players tend to get a lot more. And Sandra, a missed shot. Does it fall away of Irvin? No, she can't pull it in. It's back with the Thunder.
Ridley gets the contact.
So the miss from Annika Lee Jones, and it's the putback from Schleiger. There's your Mizuno momentum. Boy, if they'd got that one and scored, there'd be some nervous looks over the shoulder from the Thunder. We got in just on 7 minutes to play. The ball is with the Jets in their offensive end deep. Tiani Fennell works it around, kicks it off. Sandholt can't afford to miss now. And unfortunately she does. And that could swing all the momentum back the way of the Thunder. Patience being shown here. They're not going to force this one in. Lee Jones swings across. Will she get it? She does now. Nice play by Annika Lee Jones.
Great patience by Black, just waiting for Irvin to jump.
Got her in the air and just dropped it over the top. Lovely play by those two. And Kel, 6.5 to play, 8 the diff. Are you calling it or too early?
Too early.
Too early.
Too early.
Money's still on the comeback queens.
I like the games to come down to the wire. Oh, how did Irvin get her hands to that and get the ball?
That's something I find myself asking myself a lot. How did Irvin get the ball?
Yeah.
So, magic by name, magic by nature. And I met her parents a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Lovely people. So, I like the fact we've named her daughter Magic, but I had to explain it to her.
All right.
I don't think she'd heard of Magic Johnson. So, back it goes. Jets with it now. Fired in. Condren got a hand on that, but it's still a Sand. No, it's not.
No.
Sandholt out of play on that one.
Yeah, it's probably not the time to force the ball into the circle.
So we're inside 6 minutes, Kel, down by 8. It's not that far away to force it in. Back we go. Walters, she's been huge today. Ava Black. I reckon if they score here, it could be done.
Oh, Ridley.
She chased it. And unfortunately, it's still with the Thunder. Unfortunately, if you're a Jets fan, Annika Lee-Jones chased that one down. Let it bounce. Black can't handle it. And we've got a...
Offside call.
Indeed. Shoelace is offside. Back with the Jets now. Ridley finds Hams. This is the last throw of the dice, I reckon, for the Jets. Down by 8, 5 to play. They love a great comeback, but this would be monumental. Irvin again. Sandholt held the space, missed the shot. Both shooters a little bit nervous in the latter parts of games.
They just said it's the balance. They just, the feet.
Yeah, so Lee-Jones can probably put the game away if she scores here. And does. Margin 9, 45 to 36, 4:33 to play. And they've tried hard, the Jets, but they just haven't got their run that they normally get in the last quarter. Tiani Fennell, can she get the quick reply? She does. I don't want to say they're done, but 8 difference in 4 minutes.
It's very difficult at this point. They pretty much have to get nearly every turnover.
Well, there's one of them. So, again, the ball goes into the grandstands. And we call time. No one in that part of the crowd. So, unfortunately, they have to get the ball out of the stand. Jets with it. And they turn it over. If there was any hope, I think it just went out with that pass.
Yep.
Walters calling for it, gets it. And Schleiger.
Oh, Irvin again.
Did well. Jets, I think time will beat them today. The clock is not their friend.
Just left their comeback a little too late.
It's just been a little bit off today, the Jets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they turned a lot of ball over in that first quarter.
Yeah, and I mean, both sides in that first quarter, but, the Thunder, got it back together by the end of the quarter and have just continued throughout the game, so...
Lee Jones just missed that one cold.
Out. Yeah.
Did the old clap as she caught it. And the Jets, whilst they've come back in most games, it's never been more than 4 to 6. That's sort of been their margin.
Yeah.
They've hung around, but this game's got out to 11 twice. And, it's a big ask.
Just a little too much.
Yeah. So, let's do a bit of a live ladder for the fans at home. And again, we thank you for your viewership. So, Cougars, we definitely know they'll be on top. They'll be on 34 points. This win to the Thunder means they'll go into second on 22.
Big game for these guys. Yep.
It is indeed. So they'll go to 22. That leaves Titans and Jets in 3rd and 4th, both on 20. And percentage-wise, about 6% in favour of the Titans. So even though they lost today in a game they probably thought they'd win, the Titans hasn't caused too much damage.
No.
They're only half a win now off second.
Yep.
And then below them, the margin gets a little bit. It's a full game now for QUT and Mendy Rays, but they do have a game in hand. So whoever wins that would be equal 4th.
Yeah.
So, but that'll be played later in the season. And the Tigers...
The QUT have the better percentage there, so...
They do, by a margin of 16 coming to the next week's game. So they lead that one by 16 in percentage. And then Tigers, who revitalise their season with a win today. And if they can get another one next week, all of a sudden they're in the hunt for the 4.
Yeah.
So it's tightening up. I think we could say Wildcats are probably a little bit far out to make a run now with only 5 rounds to go. So back with the Jets.
I think Wildcats will probably still keep pushing, I don't think they want to end the season
with
absolutely. A 0.
Absolutely.
And credit to those girls. They do give 100% throughout the whole game.
There's been some great play. Like we just say, they lost that quarter by 12, lost the match by 13. We've said that a lot. They just had a period of play where it doesn't go right for them, and the Wildcats then they'll be great, very competitive for the next 3 quarters, or they'll be competitive at half time and have a bad 5 minutes.
Yes.
And then the margin will stay the same. So they're not far off. They probably need that. We talk about the 1%ers in netball.
Yeah, that's right.
Just need to get a few of them.
Little things, yes.
Well, we've been chatting about other things.
We just saw a great intercept by
doing what the Jets do.
Yeah.
And the margin will be back
now
to 4. And
1 minute.
I don't think they can do it, but they've scored the last 4. They're on a real roll here, the Jets. Thunder, Ava Black looking to wrestle the Mizuno momentum, but
Irvin.
Ash
here we
Irvin.
go.
Could they get this to 2, Kel?
It's not too late.
Boy, oh boy. Remember that, down by 11 to lose by 2, 3 or 4. That's
Yeah.
a great effort. And Sandhol will get a chance. It is the Jets centre next. Our clock says 32. We're normally pretty close to accurate. So a goal here.
Sandhol wants to move it quickly, and Black holding it up.
They'll go out. They'll
I
go
want
long.
to get it. Yes, get it
Hams.
in.
They find Sandholt in the
Sandholt.
backspace. She shoots. She scores.
Oh,
We're back to 2 points as the buzzer goes.
Buzzer.
It was 11 at the start of, or towards the end of the third quarter.
Yeah.
They've had a great last quarter, and they get it back to 2, 46 to 44.
So that's a 15-10 to the Jets that quarter.
15-10, and most of that came in the real last part of the game. They
Yeah.
fought and fought and fought, and did a traditional green machine comeback queen,
Yes.
and they got it back to just 2 in the end. Ava Black and Sandholt, they're of course teammates last year. And
Irvin, yes,
State,
Irvin.
oh, I did
Yes,
that a lot.
yeah.
And State 19 teammates as well.
Yes, yeah.
So the match ends, and the table won't change what we just covered, and it ends in favour of the Thunder, 46-44. Let's talk about the Jets, Kel.
Yes.
Best for them?
Oh, look, I can't go past Irvin. I guess, she had hands in it at the right moment to produce turnovers for the team in the second half. So, yeah, goes with Ash Irvin for
now
me.
we go to the Thunder, and what about them? Like, it was a real team effort, really,
Yeah,
wasn't
it was. Nobody really stood out. I know Nat Sliger, she was very solid and consistent. Lee Jones was there with her shots. But, yeah, I can't really pick one player, to be honest.
So, yeah, it's tough to say. For me, I'd probably, if I had to call anyone, I'd probably go Ava Black. Didn't turn over a lot of ball. So when that craziness was happening in the first quarter at 5-3, she was one of the ones that wasn't turning over a lot of ball. But, it was just a solid team performance, and they got the win in the end.
Yes.
So that wraps up round 9. We had wins to the Rays, wins to the Cougars, the Tigers, and you just saw the USC Thunder win that one by 2, 46-44. Leaves the table with the Cougars on top. Second place now to the Thunder, Titans third, Jets into 4th. That's how it lines up. Next week, of course, we are on the Sunday. Don't forget, we start at 12, and we will be coming to you live from Townsville for that one. Titans and Mendy Rays, and that game all of a sudden has a lot more importance after the loss to the Tigers and the victory for the Rays. And then we go 2:30, 4:30, 6:30 for the remainder of the games. Join our Facebook page, Heart Sapphire Series, or the website sapphireseries.com.au for all the draw and the tickets. So round 9 wrapped up. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all our sponsors. Our major principal sponsor and naming partner, of course, is Heart Sports, Mizuno, Powerade, Mount Franklin, and Legacy Jewels. All the great pictures today you've seen being brought to you by Double Take Sport, the best in the business. Kel, we got through another week. Round 10 next week.
Did.
Only 5 more rounds before the final start. It's shaping up to be a pretty good comp. Thank you again for your commentary.
Thanks for having me, Millsy.
I'll see you next week, next Sunday. Make sure you follow us. We're 3 games on KO, 1 on YouTube. It's bye for now. And as always, people, be brilliant.